The Attorney General of the United States directs the enforcement of federal laws. Attorney General Homer Cummings, head of the Department of Justice. Of this, one branch is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the G-Men. This is a bureau of scientific crime detection, new, modern, up to the minute, in action day and night. The FBI never sleeps. The G-Men have become a legend. So what's the mystery behind their badge? There's heroism, we know that. The memory of special agents who have given their lives to their duty. To them and to their families, this picture is dedicated. Soldiers in war while the world is at peace. The victorious war that the G-Men have waged against organized crime. What mystery is there behind that triumph of law? Let's see. Let's ask J. Edgar Hoover, who as a young attorney became in 1924 director of the G-Men.
There is nothing mysterious about the manner in which the Federal Bureau of Investigation works. Its formula is a simple one. Intensive training, carefully investigated and highly efficient personnel, plus rigid requirements in regard to conduct, intelligence, and integrity. A special agent must be a good marksman and have the courage to shoot it out with the most venomous of public enemies. He must know how to take fingerprints and what to do with them afterwards. He must know that no clue, no matter how seemingly unimportant, can be overlooked. He must have constantly before him the fact that science is a bulwark of criminal investigation. And he must realize that no case ever ends for the Federal Bureau of Investigation until it is solved and closed with the conviction of the guilty or the acquittal of the innocent.
FBI, fidelity, bravery, integrity. And there's the war map. Pins tagged with the names of special agents and placed where the agents are.
Mr. Jolson, I think it's going to be necessary to enlarge the detail of agents at Little Rock, Arkansas. So consequently, I think we will have to transfer 2 agents from St. Louis into Little Rock, selecting Agent Bush and Agent Hardy for that detail.
All right, sir.
And we'll have to send, I think, possibly Agent Jones in from El Paso if he's finished his special assignment at the present time.
He has finished that assignment, Mr. Hoover, but I might suggest Agent Montgomery of the Los Angeles office for that detail.
I think that's an excellent selection.
Yes.
Have him be sent by air transportation.
The nerve center of the FBI, the kidnap switchboard. Day and night it waits for the alarm in kidnapping and other dangerous crimes. Here the word flashed in the famous snatching cases. Urschel, Bremer, Weyerhaeuser. Calls that set the G-Men on the trail. And the telephone number, if you should ever need it, is National 7117.
This is National 7117. Just one moment, I'll connect you with Mr. Hoover.
From here, headquarters controls the army of G-Men, the teletype. Absolutely secret communication, directing the work of the 37 field divisions of the FBI. In touch likewise with hundreds of police departments everywhere. Over this teletype were sent the orders in the hunt for Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd, the Barker Carpus mob, and those other notorious public enemies. Now the fingerprints. But don't think that the G-Men deal entirely with crime. Not in this scene, for this is fingerprinting that's ordinary routine in everyday life. People record their prints and their children's too for protection. Citizens like John D. Rockefeller Jr. 1,000 sets like these come in each day. No connection with the criminal records, a section far removed from crime. Suppose there's a tornado. There may be lost children needing identification. Unidentified bodies are recovered in any natural disaster. Each year, 200,000 people disappear. 3,000 unknown a year are buried in potter's fields. There are amnesia cases, loss of memory. All these could be instantly identified by fingerprints which remain unchanged throughout life. Now the criminal records. Here they receive fingerprint inquiries from local police authorities at the rate of 4,000 a day. Somebody arrested somewhere. What's his record? Is he a fugitive from justice? His fingerprints are sent to the FBI. The experts conduct a search. The prints sent in are in all 10 fingers. They are searched against 10-finger records. There are more than 6.5 million sets of these on file, so classified that the right one can be identified in less than 3 minutes. There it is. Under the magnifying glass it matches. That man's record will be sent to the local police. He's an old offender and can't deny it. A machine can make the search. The fingerprints that we are trying to match have certain characteristics. The mechanism is adjusted accordingly. This adjustment will pick out a punch card perforated to represent the fingerprint characteristics we are looking for, 100 times as fast as any clerk. There's the card. The punch mark corresponds to a fingerprint card in the file, so we select that one. We match it, and we can't miss. Our fingers have designs of loops, whorls, and lines like a tent. No two individuals have ever been found with fingerprints exactly alike. The chance of a mistake is 1 in an undecillion. The figure 1 followed by 36 ciphers. This man is wanted for murder. The FBI Fingerprint Service identifies an average of 500 fugitives from justice a month. The service is free to the police everywhere. The police can take a 10-finger record of a prisoner, but at the scene of a crime, you may find only one print or a part of one. Here in this single fingerprint file are classified the prints of individual fingers of 15,000 dangerous criminals, bank robbers, kidnappers, racketeers. When a single finger impression is found at the scene of a crime, it's checked against these. The original clue in the Kansas City massacre and the Bremer kidnapping was a single fingerprint. Women criminals, 400,000 of them. Notorious female crooks and gangster molls more deadly than the male. The last word in completeness, the moniker file, criminal nicknames. This solves crimes. I wonder what a sweet mama cat looks like. Here's where the crime record closes with a full stop. Full stop for these criminals, dead ones. Here you'll find notorious names that made evil headlines of crime. Some public enemies were sent to prison by the G-men. Others are here in this file. Dillinger brought to Chicago, recaptured after he had escaped from Lima, Ohio. Taken to Crown Point, Indiana, the Lake County Jail to be tried for the murder of a policeman. This desperate public enemy now rises to fame as an underworld hero. Arrogant, that expression in his eyes. The welcome accorded to a vicious man-killer. In spite of all this guard, he escaped once more using the sheriff's car. By driving this stolen car across the Indiana state line to Chicago, he violated a federal law for the first time, and that put the G-men on his trail. This led to the raid of Little Bohemia. The Dillinger mob hid away in this Wisconsin resort. These dogs gave the alarm when the federal agents closed in at night. A gun battle, and Special Agent W. Carter Baum was shot and killed by the thrice paroled Babyface Nelson. John Hamilton, Dillinger aide, wounded. He later died. And that set the wheels of justice grinding with a vengeance. 500,000 of these wanted notices went far and wide. They got him outside this motion picture theater. Wild excitement. Dillinger killed by federal agents commanded by Inspector Samuel Cowley, assisted by East Chicago, Indiana police. The belongings of public enemy number 1. 3 men couldn't carry Dillinger's collection of deadly weapons seized at various places. He had this automatic in hand when killed. His fingerprints, the infallible sign. He spent $5,000 to have them altered with acid, but it failed. 300 points of similarity remained. His face made over, but the G-men recognized him. The eyes and the shape of his head. Tagged in the morgue. Dillinger's pal, Babyface Nelson, murderer of Agent Baum. He was driving with Gangster Chase. A gun battle with Special Agents Hollis and Cowley. Cowley who trapped Dillinger, and both G-men were killed. Nelson, mortally wounded, 17 wounds. The G-men sprayed him with bullets as they lay dying.